Alright guys, I am so tired guys. Alright. Anyway, in this video, darling. Alright, in this video I want to talk about how how being paid on YouTube or TikTok, alright? Now you might be someone that sees yourself as a star or starlet. You might be someone that's like, hey, I'm really good, or you might feel like you're the next Kelly Clarkson. When she was young, she was the it girl, right? You might feel like you're the next so-called big famous person or huge celebrity coming up in the ranks, and maybe you are, right? So you might feel that way, and you might actually be that way. That's how I feel about myself. I really feel I'm going to be huge, all right? Anyway, to some extent, you see all this platforms like TikTok and YouTube, and you think to yourself, I want to be huge, I want to be famous, but at the end of the day, seeing progress is all that matters. Now for me, I would really like to be someone that is famous enough that I get paid a decent amount a year. I mean, not that I have to be like overly famous, or that I have to be, that I have to be like huge, which I think eventually I will be, but I want to just get paid enough that I'm earning a living on my platform, right? These platforms. Now you're thinking to yourself, how much is enough? I mean, like, if you are on these platforms and you think you're good, and I really think you guys know I think I'm good, because I am good, but you think you're good and you want millions, but what is the lowest amount you think would be a good amount to take home monthly or yearly even on these platforms? Now, I mean, obviously, just to start, right? Because I plan on getting really huge, getting millions, etc. But I mean, even if I got like $10,000 a year on both platforms, $10,000 a year on one, $10,000 a year on the other. Okay. Now, you might be thinking the same thing. You're like, well, obviously, you want to be huge, you want to be famous, but what about just earning a salary? What about having a way to make money? What about feeling like you are important enough that you are getting out there, darling? Sometimes you want to be huge, you want to be amazing, but really, why not just start with making some money, right, darling? Now, all that's out of your control, out of my control. You can't predict when you'll be famous. You can't predict if it even is going to happen. I mean, for me, I know already it's going to happen. But even still, you have to be work hard and make sure you're good. But anyway, darling. So yeah, so you think to yourself, well, how am I going to make this a career, at least a small career? I wouldn't obviously, I want to stay at my job for a long time. But if I made 10,000 on each platform, it would be very helpful. I mean, not that I would say, not that I wouldn't stay at both jobs, but, well, yeah, so I would stay at this job, like TikTok and YouTube, and then I would stay at my regular job. If I made 10,000 a year, that wouldn't be enough to just leave my job on both platforms. If I made 20,000, wouldn't be enough to leave my job, even though my job doesn't pay very much. It's not like I'd have a substantial, like 20,000 a year would be a nice addition to my job, right? Anyway, it's not like a salary that I'd be happy with. Some people have no choice, and of course it's hard, but some people have, no money coming in. Some people have a really hard time. But, in general, if you're someone that works as car salesman job, you make a decent amount of money. So you want to add to it with TikTok and YouTube. Now, of course, the ultimate goal, you never forget the ultimate goal, which is to be a huge millionaire and famous, which I don't care about fame, but I want the money for fame. So that sort of thing. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts? Do you think you would want to, hurry up and get that some money and just be like really proud of yourself? Or do you think that, it's sort of like, well, whatever, I'll just deal with whatever, I'll just be, I'll want, or no, sorry, not that. But do you feel like you think, I have to be at the top or nothing, right? Some people want it all and they don't care about the in-between. Now, guys, I'm thinking that if I get paid 10,000 a year on both platforms, I'm going to be discovered at that point for sure, and I'll go higher up quickly. But you know what I mean? Anyway, totally, bye now.